Respect time.
Yeah. Sure. At least spend like money.
Right, true. Money worth it, man.
Because the level that he makes music and anything he does is just gold.
Hey peeps, it's your girl Blessydgazadiva and welcome back to the Blessydgazadiva channel. And people, Vybz Kartel is the greatest of all time for reasons like this. Vybz Kartel is the GOAT, will forever be the GOAT, and there is no artist, sorry, and no disrespect to anybody, who can ever take Vybz Kartel's dancehall crown. Anyway, people, when we get back, we're going to listen to Usain Bolt in this riveting interview that just chop it up about Vybz Kartel, Popcaan. Him talk a little bit about the Baba, but most of it was laced with Vybz Kartel's current status, Vybz Kartel's strength, Vybz Kartel's potency, Vybz Kartel's strong suit. How's Vybz Kartel still making music? And you want to see how Bolt answered and managed that question, because we don't know, say, Vybz Kartel now make the music. Anyway, people, when we get back, we're going to talk about it, we're going to look into it, we're going to break it down, we're going to chop it up in the comment section. Let's kick it.
You're not like anyone else. You find the way you are. Did you do this all yourself? A smile ignites the room. Sending us up to the time, you know it's Kartel, representing for Blessydgazadiva.
Vybz Kartel made an impact because the level that he makes music and anything he does is just gold.
There is a podcast group of young entrepreneurs that deals with financial wealth, etc. Now I'm going to play another piece of the snippet that was very interesting to me in terms of how Usain Bolt viewed Vybz Kartel. And of course, I'm going to drop the link down below in the comment section for you to toggle over to. It is a podcast, a duo podcast. They're pretty much out of the United States, and they do podcasts about international artists, or whether it is an artist, whether it is an athlete, whether it is financial champions. And right now, right around the time of the Olympics, they happen to be out here dealing with business with Usain Bolt. Now, Usain Bolt in this interview was really detailed about the levels of dancehall. He spoke about how Versus has imitated us and literally taken away from our clash culture. And this is why I cannot understand for the life of me why some people rate Sean Paul, because Sean Paul has uttered one of the most stupid things in the history of dancehall, only because he has never clashed, and only because whether or not it is his forte or his era to clash in, not because you can't clash, it don't mean that it is not entrenched and a critical part of our culture. Usain Bolt talked about that. He talked about what is missing from our culture, the clash culture. He spoke about Versus taking from our clash culture and utilizing it to build an empire right now. When you look at all the artists that they're putting together in the United States space, it is a replica of the Bunty Beanie mentality. When you look at the Keisha Coles versus whomever she was against, don't remember and don't quote me on that, but of course you can't forget the Beanie Bunty duel. It was a good time because I remember, you know, those two were clashing at the end of my, let's say, forwarding into dancehall and catching on to dancehall and gravitating to dancehall. So I caught the tail end of it. So it was good to see that. And before that time, my uncles used to talk about Ninja Man and them talk about Shabba. And before that, you have the Super Cats and you have Wolipa people. And it's all over YouTube. You can watch to see that clash culture forwarded over the years out of mentality. Even if people don't want to admit it, there was like a clash between Peter Tosh and Bob Marley at one time. How it materialized, me no know. But at one point it was there. So clash culture, it's embedded in our culture. It is a part of our culture. So anybody who has said nothing be a part of our culture and in a music sounds very stupid and dumb to me. When people are going to take it out of the ring and where it needs to be done, like them want to try war and build strife and fight over it, then that is on a different level. As long as the music is pure, solid, and competitive enough, dancehall culture is what built the music to a space, and it made people become more creative. Even when you think about Shaban winning the Grammy and stuff, and when he was at war with Ninja Man, that make him take it on the next level and go extra. And in the clash culture is when the barber went to foreign and even started branching out more. But anyway, that's a topic for a different day. But back to the core of the discussion, as I said, it was a very captivating podcast. I enjoyed every minute of it. To hear Usain Bolt talk about our culture, especially the era in his time, growing up and listening to Vybz Kartel. And he spoke about Afrobeat, also borrowing, not too much into that, but borrowing from our culture and now being like the top recognized music while dancehall is way down there. He also spoke about Baby Sham's project that I'm working on. And he basically said, listen, when you hear Baby Sham song, it really resonates in your head. People, I have to agree with that. It's one of them songs there. When you hear it, it reminds you of hardcore dancehall and you want to listen to it over and over again. And you know the signature Dave Kelly signature mixed in with Usain Bolt, their mixing and production. I must tell you that I gave this interview a 10 out of 10. I really love how he broke it down for the audience. And even if you weren't educated about dancehall music, you were educated about dancehall music and you understood and you learned a little bit more about Vybz Kartel. He also spoke about Vybz Kartel's longevity and how Vybz Kartel switch up his flow. A lot of people don't understand that that is one of the critical reasons why Vybz Kartel cannot be replicated, cannot be replaced, and cannot be reduced from his current status. No matter what they try to do, no matter who they try to how they try to emulate, no matter who them try to get for copy, you notice it just can never materialize and it can never happen because Vybz Kartel has a different level of creativity. And based on what Usain Bolt said in the interview about Vybz Kartel being educated.
He's very smart. You know, if you listen to his music and how he performs, and he will sing this, and then next week you hear his music and it's totally different.
It's a critical piece of Vybz Kartel's execution because Vybz Kartel is so learned, because Vybz Kartel reads a lot, because Vybz Kartel is in tune with the world affairs. Vybz Kartel is not just in tune with Jamaica affairs. Vybz Kartel can tell you about things that happening in Dubai, that happening in Israel, that happening in Jerusalem. Vybz Kartel can talk about everything. So the man is well read and the man is learned. And he's one of them, the quickest always to post that if you want something to be hidden from a black man, put it in a book. And because of that, he sends that message so that we can understand that we need to counter that mentality that hide things in our book from black man if you don't want them to read it. So to see Usain Bolt actually gave an interview about Vybz Kartel in this manner, in this vein, he captured everything about Vybz Kartel. He then spoke a little bit about Popcaan and, you know, who are the artists outside of Popcaan or if Popcaan is running the place. And he didn't disrespect Popcaan in any way. So, you know, you will have people who will take this since they hear it and run with it anyway, because all them do, them listen to what people say, recycle it and then go and put for them spin on it just to get views. They can never speak to a title honestly and categorically and say this is what the person said and this is it. Anything you see in my title is exactly what you will see in the video. You will never see a clickbait crap. But anyway, he didn't say anything bad about Popcaan, but he did say Popcaan is carrying the thing, but you know, Vybz Kartel is just Vybz Kartel. So he also spoke about Squash them. They said them around the place too. But when you talk about a superstar, and he, you know, kind of gesticulated a bit to put his two hands together to show people that when you're talking about a superstar that really out there doing it with education, flows, melodies, lyrics, and gel everything together, there's nobody who does it like Vybz Kartel. As I said, I'm going to leave the link down below. The person's name is Rashad Bilal. This interview, you must watch it in its entirety. And of course, if you need to get it trending, you get it trending. But I can tell you, it is a great, fantastic interview. You will not miss out on it. I love the fact always that no matter what them try to do to Vybz Kartel, no matter how them try for put Vybz Kartel under pressure, and no matter how them try to erase Vybz Kartel from the minds of people, it will never happen.
Biggest dancehall star, correct me if I'm wrong, is still Vybz Kartel, which is interesting because it's been in jail for a long time.
Of all time. So it has to be Vybz Kartel.
Anyway, people, don't forget to purchase, pre-order born for this. Don't forget to buy it on all digital platform on August 6th and send me the receipts. And of course, you'll get a post. Anyway, people, tell me your thoughts down below in the comment section. As per usual, we'll have a discussion. If you've watched the interview already, tell me your thoughts about it. Tell me what was your favorite part of the interview when he was speaking about Vybz Kartel. And if you've not yet watched the interview, as I said, I'm going to put the link down below in the comment section and you can watch the interview in its entirety. There is a good chunk of it about Vybz Kartel. Anyway, as per usual, we'll chop it up in the comment section and have a discussion. I'm out.